and today I just kind of want to show you guys around, show you what I've been up to. It's been a little bit since we had rain. I've been busy trying to keep the plants watered. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last video. We had this period where it was like over 70 days without rain, so you can imagine it's quite intense here. But I kind of want to show you where I'm at with the figs and stuff, and show you how my orchard's doing. As you look here, these figs, sorry about the hand there, these figs are figs that I traded for, and I actually found an abandoned fig orchard really close to me that had a bunch of figs I was able to take cuttings from. And you can see these guys. I got like a Flanders here, a Capri B, which is a male fig. So I get to find out if we have fig wasps around here, because apparently they were able to produce figs that required wasps over there in San Marcos. Here's my white Marcellus, and these are like Negritas or something like that, and that's a white Greek. She wasn't sure what kind it was. It's kind of a mystery. And I got Weeping Italians here, and then Olympians. I traded for these ones. This is another Olympian, Dwarf Olympian. And then these ones right here are cuttings I got from the orchard. Capri B, a Pastella, Capri N, UCR 17-59, which I haven't found a lot about this fig. Let me show you some others. I have this Ronde de Bordeaux that I got, and then this one is just some mango it grew from seed. And I'll show you the other ones I have out there. These are my bananas, of course my Java Blue, and then that yellow one right there that I got from some guy at the flea market. Sometimes I think the people at the flea market are more honest than the people you buy from online, especially eBay. I've got ripped off a few times on eBay, so I don't mind buying too much from flea markets. And you can see these are my little figs right here. Over here are blackberries, hops, and stuff like that. I still need to plant them all. This one is like a Glacial Negra. This one's LSU Tiger Fig. He's got some huge leaves on him. Really kind of weird leaves, single lobe or three lobed, however you want to call that. This one I bought from a lady at flea market, so I don't know what kind it is. She's not sure. I had it planted in the ground for a while, and then I moved it to a pot because it was kind of struggling, and it's kind of flourished since then. I got my Alma. He's doing pretty good. And then my Sierra. And then this one right here, this last one, is known as the Sharon Willard. I don't know too much about it, but it's doing okay right now. And that's just a name that kind of inside joke thing. Okay, these are the ducks. If you saw my last video, you saw how they've gotten bigger quick. I do have some more little chicks inside that I just got, and I also have some more cuttings inside, which are all from that orchard. You see I got 13 ducks in there and 2 chickens. I think both the chickens are roosters, especially that guy right there. He sure looks like a rooster. And if we come back out here to the orchard, you see the pond right there. It's doing pretty good. I still need to put some water in it. It's a little bit lower than I like. And my grapes. Honestly, I've kind of kept the grass around the trees because it's been helping as a mulch. I mean, you can see I got plenty of cracks here. And these are actually small cracks compared to some of the ones I have. You can see that's a nice big one. And they're just all throughout my yard. So I've been doing the best I can to prevent them from going to the orchard. You can see the cherries definitely struggling a little bit. I'd like to see them grow a little bit more now, because cherries, they produce their fruiting wood at the end of summer, so I don't think I'm getting too much fruiting wood growth on those things. And just for people who feel like they're struggling a little too much here, you can see I lost this one due to frost. But I mean, you can see especially the top there. It's been a little bit hard on the trees, but they're still doing okay. I have some that have growth on them and some that have lost their leaves. A lot of it depends on the variety. Like you can see this guy, he goes like this every year. The heat comes in and he loses most his leaves. This is the Laredo plum. And then eventually he recovers, and you can see he's starting to grow again. And it's just he gets so shocked by the hot and the dry. And you know, even though he looks that sad, he actually gave me probably over 20 pieces of fruit this year. And even this guy right here, he probably gave me close to 100 pieces of fruit. And I guess one thing I've learned about the pluots and stuff, the flavor grenades seem to be the weakest variety as far as when in long hot periods. The flavor grenades suffer the most. Then it's the flavor kings right after that, if you're interested in growing any pluots. The Sweet Treat Pulleri, of course, I have no issues with that one. He's just a really good fruit tree. And these guys right here, you can see like the Santa Rosa plum, he's got no issues. And the Spring Satin plum cot, he's doing pretty good. And you can still see, like even on this guy, they've mainly lost lower growth and they still have some nice growth up to the top. They're still growing. I don't think you can really see that right there, but that's nice green growth. And you can see I let them grow quite a bit this year because I had quite a few people wanting cuttings, and the ones that don't have patents on them, yeah, I have no issue giving them cuttings. So if you're interested, just let me know, because a lot of these I'm gonna have a lot of cuttings. Let me see, like especially on something like this guy right here that's not under any kind of patent right here, the Dapple Dandy. You can see I got a lot of cuttings I can take for him. So if you're interested, just let me know. I'll probably do that more towards the winter time, and just because I've got them and that wood's just gonna up on the ground anyway, so might as well put it to some use. But let me take you inside. Let me show you the baby chicks and the other fig cuttings I have. You just hold on a second. And right here, these are the baby ducks. So I can get a little more light on them. These are khaki Campbell ducks. They're supposed to be pretty good at egg layers. So I zoom out a little bit if that gets them. And there's 9 here. We got these from Tractor Supply. There you go. You see them a little bit better there. And then these are actually the rest of the cuttings I have in here. You can see, let me get a light out real quick so we can see it better. So there you go, there's the ducks. And then right in here, you can see the figs. You can see some of these are kind of coming out. And I think altogether I had 100 and something, 170 cuttings. And you can see some of these are rooting, some of them aren't. And I was kind of interested in trying the difference between putting them in the pots and then keeping them in some place humid, such as the cooler, and kind of seeing the difference. Right now, it seems to be the cooler seems to be the better method, but I think mainly it's based off the health of the cuttings. Let me take y'all back outside real quick, because it just seems like the cuttings I got that came from reliable sources just seem to be healthier and they seem to root better. Because the abandoned orchard, as you can imagine, like I said, we had over 70 days without rain, and they just didn't get as much water, and so the figs were kind of pretty dried up and pretty beat up. This, of course, I'll show you guys this guy, because this is the main fig I've had, and you can see I don't know why more people don't like the Celeste. It's a really good fig, and it produces pretty much, once it starts producing, it produces year round. And it's just a nice small fig and nice red interior there. But I do thank you guys for watching. Well, let me show you all the apples real quick, because I do have some apples coming out and coming into season here. This is my pink lady. Not the biggest apple so far. Not the biggest apple tree. but I do have a few apples on that one. My Arkansas Black. This apple tree is doing really good. Heavy producer, and actually this guy right there, I think that first one as I show you, that Ghost Apple, that one is an extremely heavy producer, but I didn't get to try any off of him that year. And I can see it's kind of glitching up on me a little bit here, but I'll just show you the last tree right here. This one right here is my Fuji apple, and you can just see the productivity on this guy. Just so many apples on there. But I thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.